It's your boy Guru in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, we're going to be live tonight. We're going to discuss Arsenal versus Wolves, the predicted 11. I've got only two submissions till now. So I would suggest people to use createformation.com and or either that or any other app that you guys actually would use previously, or rather you can find that on App Store or rather Play Store. Find certain apps where you can actually create certain formations and players images and send in your predicted 11, so that on my Instagram and Twitter, DM me so that I can feature them in tonight's live 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And yes, of course, there's definitely going to be a watch along for Arsenal versus Wolves. Of course, we want to see if Arsenal entered into that top 10 in the Premier League or not. But more importantly, we're going to talk about Thomas the Partey. Yes, we're going to talk about it. How exactly is he recuperating? So AFC Bell has given us an update about it. He says Thomas Partey has not yet trained on the lawn, and the medical team has placed it under a precautionary treatment plan to ensure the safety of the injury site from any unexpected exacerbations upon his return to the formation. Thomas feels ready and that his condition is improving with the passage of days, but the club will not risk engaging him without being 100% reassured of his physical condition. So yes, you can say that, of course. So Thomas Partey is definitely in for something really positive. And let's talk about different stuff, because Dani Ceballos opened up about Adama Traore. Well, the fact that they can play together. He says, I think he's a very special player that any coach in the world would love to have in their team. Apart from the fact that he's really intimidating in terms of his physique, I think he's really improved on a technical level, and in terms of cutting inside or going wide, plus he scores goals too. I think João Moutinho is a player we all know about too. He's so important for Wolves because he brings that stability that a team needs and manages the tempo of games. He's a very experienced player and he'll go down in the history of Portuguese football. Nuno has a very well drilled side that is really recognizable in that 5-3-2 or 5-2-3 formation. They have a really clear style. I don't think there are many other teams in the Premier League that are as well drilled as they are. They've started very well this season, and last year they only missed out on the Europa League because we won the FA Cup. If we want to get a good result, we're going to need to be at 100%. So of course, Dani Ceballos believes Arsenal needs to be at 100%. We, as Arsenal fans, believe that Arsenal need to be in their 200% tonight to outplay the way they did under Arteta towards the end of last season. If they could replicate that, of course, we need those 3 points. But also, well, ex-Arsenal player Lucas Perez was on a rollicking form against Real Madrid yesterday night for Aouar, because he completed 6 take-ons in Aouar's win against Real Madrid. The last player to complete more against Real in a La Liga game was Lionel Messi, who did 7 take-ons successful on December 2019. A match-winning performance was put up by Lucas Perez. All the best, Lucas, bro. But also, here's a fake news that is actually spreading all around everywhere, and I would really want to discuss about it. I personally have no intention of actually dealing it with you guys, but since somebody actually created it, it's literally everywhere. So I just want you guys to actually listen to it, because according to AJ Wood, 15, Arsenal are ready to sell Nicolas Pepe if the right offer comes, with club officials now accepting they paid too much to sign the winger from Lille. And it has been reported by them that Arsenal have no intention of letting Pepe leave on the cheap, but they would consider a suitable cash plus player transfer or loan with an obligation to buy. Arteta will be asked to manage the situation carefully, with the club determined to protect the value of their asset. So, according to this report, Arsenal are looking to sell Nicolas Pepe to at least recoup what they've actually promised to pay Lille. So, my God, I'm not even interested in this kind of conversations anymore. But moving on, well, Arsenal fans have actually identified Bissouma to be bringing to, so that he could be brought to Arsenal. Of course, there's lots of Arsenal fans on Twitter actually have called out for his performance against Liverpool yesterday. That draw, 1-1 draw for Liverpool versus Brighton and Hove Albion. So they believe Bissouma is the right guy for Arsenal. Would you take Bissouma at Arsenal? I would, because the guy is really interesting. But let's talk about yesterday's training. Yes, Arsenal had a training session yesterday, and of course, Charlie Patino was involved in it. The Arsenal youngster was involved in it. So he actually posted this on his Twitter these images, 4 images with the caption, always a good learning experience at Arsenal. Look at him learning with Mesut Ozil, Willian Borges, and of course, Runarsson, and he skipped past Runarsson maybe. And then there's Willian and Emil Smith-Rowe in the background. But not only this, we are going to actually bring to you a lot of Arsenal pictures. But first, here's Omari Hutchinson and Marcelo Flores were also seen in the training. But here is Omari Hutchinson having a handshake with David Luiz. So it looked like it was the youngsters versus the senior team. But let's check out all the images from Arsenal training. And we've got Nelson playing around with Ainsley Maitland-Niles and Eddie Nketiah watching. And then there's Joe Willock and Bukayo Saka. What kind of a reunion is this that they are very happy about? But yes, not only that, there's David Luiz, Mesut Ozil, and the rest of the team. I don't know what he's celebrating. He is celebrating something though. It's Rob Holding and Kieran Tierney enjoying that, and of course the same image. And then there is Shkodran Mustafi being a part of the team and looks happy. Everyone will look. You'll find the atmosphere is really happy. In the next subsequent images, you can see Reece Nelson sharing a smile, and of course there's Mohamed El-Neni. He's back. The Egyptian pharaoh is back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Amok Munroy. Yeah, he's back. Mummy returns, ladies and gentlemen. And we all move to David Luiz. And then there is Alex Lacazette and Socrates Papastathopoulos still finding a reason to smile, staying at Arsenal. And then there is, of course, the man we all are waiting to actually start for Arsenal, Gabriel Martinelli. And Eddie Nketiah is all smiles as well. And of course, Bukayo Saka, I think he's playing for something and he's not at all. He's completely surprised about it. And then there is Mikel Arteta with Folarin Balogun involved as well. You could see Mikel Arteta involving Folarin Balogun in a lot of senior training sessions. And here's the best part, George Lewis. Yes, you cannot recognize him. The guy was really simple when he came in. And look at him. The Reece Nelson hairstyle, ladies and gentlemen, the dreadlocks. And you can see George Lewis, the Norwegian starlet, is here as well. And so is Nicolas Pepe. Well, he might be thinking, I think the best caption for this image is, oh my God, what did I do at Leeds, man? He still remembers those Leeds things. And probably there's Folarin Balogun with Bukayo Saka. And there you go. So these are the training images that we've got here. I hope Arsenal makes something really, really interesting from the game tonight. But here's William Saliba, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we're going to talk about William Saliba. He is set to rejoin Saint-Etienne in January. Well, the transfer move has not worked out, of course, in the summer. Towards the end of the summer transfer window, Arsenal could not make the deal happen. But according to Buck Football Club, who state a switch back to his old club is on the cards. Now, they state that the defender has not even been allowed to train with Arsenal first team under Mikel Arteta. And it looks like the French outlet has claimed that the deal almost happened in the summer, towards the end of the summer, and they are assured of the fact that William Saliba is making his way to Saint-Etienne back. That would be good. Mikel Arteta wants the same thing as well. But moving on, well, Paul Merson ripped apart Arsenal side, labeling them a mid-table team. Paul Merson thinks Arsenal is a mid-table team, he says. You watch them and think they're a mid of the table team. Looking back at that win at Manchester United, it does not look so great now. Do not even start me on Manchester United. It's no big leagues going there and getting a result at the moment. Where are Arsenal going? People say you can see what Arteta is trying to do, but I'm not sure. I watched Leeds and you can see what they are doing. Some of their passing and movement, you could tell they have worked on it, but I do not see that with Arsenal. Aubameyang is bringing absolutely nothing to the party at the moment. He played central against Leeds and he was ineffective as he was before. I'm pretty much sure he's going to be effective. I'm expecting Aubameyang to play centrally against Wolves as well. But the best part is Willian and Mohamed El-Neni are back in contention for Arsenal against Wolves. They are fit. And which brings us to Houssem Aouar. Now it looks like Juventus have entered again for Houssem Aouar, and they have two big plans for Houssem Aouar, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, of course, Houssem Aouar was of course on Arsenal's radar, but also on Juventus as well. So it looks like there are two situations. Calcio Mercato claimed that the Bayern Conneru are keen to have him in their team, and they have two plans to lure him to Turin. It says that Andrea Pirlo loves the midfielder, and the club also supports him in the pursuit. So they have decided to walk around 60 to 70 million euros that Leo wants for his signature. So it looks like they are up. Either they'll spend the cash seriously, Also, the reports have claimed that Juventus is considering an exchange that would involve a Matteo De Sciglio going the other way around. They might even offer for Federico Bernardeschi to Lyon so that they could actually make sure that Hossein Aouar chooses Juventus. Secondly, Juventus are thinking about asking to take him on loan for 2 years before redeeming him in a permanent transfer. So yes, Hossein Aouar loan deal is definitely possible. 2 year loan deal with an option to buy on a permanent basis. Well, yes, every club would enjoy that, but you don't pay for 2 years a big hefty amount up front. It would be very less. Probably only the wages of the player. If it's only about the wages, I'm pretty much sure that the lump sum after an obligation to buy comes in. I think that will also be in parts of 2 seasons. So that is what Juventus are doing. Arsenal are definitely keeping an eye on Hossein Aouar. What will they do? Only time will tell. So these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. Please join in on my live tonight, 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Daily Arsenal content, ladies and gentlemen. If you seek that, do it. And don't forget to hit the bell icon. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting that.